welcome to day 23 of the 30-day challenge of Active Restore. I'm gonna highly recommend a strap or a belt today just to help get into the shoulders a little bit more. And we'll start seated today. Perhaps you're sitting on a cushion or rolled up blanket, something like that. And so let's begin the practice, finding your comfortable seat. If it's available right away, dropping in and closing the eyes. Remove any distractions and fidgets and that kind of thing and drop right in. Begin to notice your breath and perhaps choose to increase the length of the inhale and choosing to consciously focus on a longer exhale. Clear some space. Finding one more deep breath in and a deep breath out. Once again, if you've watched any of these so far, part of the intention of this practice is to approach it like it's a moving, breathing meditation. So even just planting that seed here, a moving, breathing meditation. So really choosing to carve out some space for you away from maybe the busyness of life and distractions of various things and technology and screen time, and an opportunity to actively restore. So why it's in part why it's called, this practice is called Active Restore, is to not only with your own choice, your voluntary participation and volition, but physically actively engaging in the intelligence of your nervous system, your body, your breathing intelligence as a way to support vitality and restoration. And so that's my little seed there, little rant. Let's start with some seated cat-cow to increase the connection to breath and movement. Inhale, draw your chest forward, shoulders back, and look up. Exhale, round your spine. Push your back, chin to chest. Inhale, forward. Exhale, around. Inhale, forward. And exhale, around. Once again, the deepest inhale. Clear exhale. Okay, some circles through the hips, low back. Inhale, center. And exhale, come over to your right, forward and down. Circle through your low back, hips and pelvis. Inhale, come back up. Exhale through center, forward and down. And inhale up and exhale, circling. Let's do one more circle in this direction. The next time you inhale to center, take it in reverse, go the other way. Exhale forward and down, and inhale on the way up. Exhale, circle down, and inhale on the way up. We'll go for 2. Deep inhale, and an exhale, and for 1. Okay. Couple quick neck rolls just to loosen up the neck, chin to chest. Then bring your left ear over to left shoulder. Inhale there. Exhale, chin to chest. And then over to the right. Right ear to the right shoulder. Inhale. Exhale through center. Inhale to the left. Exhale. Inhale right. And exhale. Okay. Arms, hands and arms. On your inhale, reach the arms up. On your exhale, pull your hands, elbows down, and perhaps you make fists here. That's an option on the exhale. Inhale, reach up. Exhale. Excuse me. Inhale, reach up. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale up. Exhale down. You've got it. We'll go for a few more. Maybe you go a bit faster at home. Kind of like so. also do this with eyes closed. For 6, 5, 4, 1. Release. Shoulders to ears, big breath in. Exhale. Let that go. Now, there's a lot going on already there, I bet. Let's keep it going. Continue to work with movement and breath. Now, time to grab hold of the strap or your belt or a scarf. A little wider than your shoulder width apart. Sweep the arms up to center. And then exhale. Bring your right hand over towards the floor. If you can, keep the strap. So a nice side body stretch with the use of the strap here. And notice, with the strap, you can find a unique articulation of the shoulder joint, your torso, spine. For example, I can really lean back here. And then breathing into that stretch, supporting both the muscle tissue, the connective fascia tissue that wraps around the chest, the torso, to open up, and supporting that with your breathing body. One more deep breath in here. And exhale. Let's inhale, rise up to center. And then exhale over to the left, side bend. Plant the left palm, anchor it with the strap, and then explore through your own body the articulations of your shoulder and your arm moving forward and down or up and back, and breathe into your direct experience. Finding clear exhales, full breath in, full breath out. Let's take one more deep inhale. And an exhale, release. You can inhale through center and exhale, let that go. Okay, one more for shoulders, keeping the breath going. Let's inhale, pull your elbows in once again, but this time exhale, push your hands forward. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Inhale in, exhale out. Can go faster. Eyes open or closed. For 10, 9, 8, 3, 2, 1. Release the hands, fingertips behind you next to the hips, waist. Stay cross-legged, or this invitation here to bring your soles of your feet together in a butterfly shape. And then, so after that breath technique with the arms, pause, observe, and connect with your breath here in this stillness of this shape. The hands, the arms are behind you to help push the chest forward. Can you breathe all the way down into your pelvis, down into your feet? And exhale from there, out the crown of your skull. Deep breath in. And an exhale. Again, a deep inhale. And a clearing breath out. Okay, bring the knees up through center, take your feet about mat width apart, and then just rinse your knees side to side. Feel free to pause anywhere along the way if you notice a nice stretch there or some area of the body that could use some attention. Okay, return to cross-legged for a moment. One more with the strap. It's a nice shoulder opener, shoulder stretch. And in fact, I'm going to turn sideways and face so you can see the back body. So let's take the strap in the right hand up to the sky and then bend your elbow like you're trying to scratch the your upper back. Now you see the strap here. Take your left hand behind you and grab hold of the strap. And then breathe here. Walk your hands as close as you're able. And then lift through the chest. Breathe. Another option could be, listen to your body here, but maybe you keep this bind, so holding the strap or your belt at home. Notice where your skull is in space. Some of you might appreciate folding forward, like so. Take a few deep breaths there. Whether you're folded forward or sitting up. Also, just inviting some authentic organic movement. Maybe you continue to explore within the hold of this shape, the shoulder bind, any movements of your torso, forward, backward, side, side. Let's take one more cycle of breath here. And then release, shake that out. There's probably a lot going on in the rotator cuff, so maybe you roll the shoulders a little bit. And then we'll switch sides. So the left hand coming up to the sky, holding your strap, bend your elbow, left hand towards your upper back, and then take your right arm behind you and grab hold of the strap, like so. Walk your hands closer together, and then breathe here. Pull on the strap, reach through the elbows. Sort of play with reaching your elbows away from each other as you pull on the strap. Full deep breathing, and again, maybe you're sort of side bending, finding these little nooks and crannies in your rib cage, your spine, or maybe you're folding forward. Let's take one more big breath in and an exhale. Let that go. Nice work. Almost there. Let's shift now in towards a tabletop position. Plant the palms. Cat-cow for a moment to rinse this out. Inhale, arch your spine, look forward and up. Exhale, round your spine, chin to chest. Inhale, arch the spine. Exhale, round. For 2, deep inhale. And for 1. All right. Hips back to the heels for a moment. Knees close or wide apart, child's pose. Option 1, child's pose. Option 2, hips up to the sky, your downward facing dog or mountain pose. The hips come up into like a peak of a mountain there. Couple breath here. Okay, if you're in child's pose, have a look forward. Those in down dog looking forward. Let's step the right foot forward between the hands. Lower your left knee down, come into a low lunge. Now, some of you at home, you might have most of these practices. I suggest having blocks nearby, because then we can bring the floor up to us. Use my rolled up blanket for 1. And my other block here. Now allow your pelvis to draw forward. Explore your edges through the avenue of sensation in your body. It's profound wisdom of your body. Can you breathe into the sensations that you feel through the hips and pelvis? Notice where your heart, your chest is in space, and shoulders in particular. There's in our culture, a lot of shoulder rounding and chin tucking as we stare at screens and cell phones. So part of this practice from a physical perspective is to encourage an awakening of your postural awareness as it affects your connection to your breath and your vitality. And so perhaps you bring those shoulders back, allow more air to come into your lungs. Breathe in here. Okay, have a look forward. Let's step forward and fold forward at the top of your mat. forward fold. Knees might be a little bit more bent or straight, depending on how flexible you're feeling on this day, in this moment, at the time of your participating. Let your head dangle. This might be an option. Perhaps grab your elbows. Lengthen your back body here. Breathe. You can sway side to side, forward, backward, loosen up the neck. Take a couple deep breaths here, full breath in. If you have the space to make some noise at home, maybe you sigh out the breath. Holy moly, hey? One more deep breath in. And an exhale. Okay, plant the hands. Take a halfway lift. So fingertips to the floor or hands to your shins, or maybe it's your hands to your blocks. Breathe here. This too is a really helpful postural awareness shape here, this particular posture, a halfway lift, where I often see a lot of people rounding their spine like this, and it's just kind of maintaining the same sort of computer like posture. We want to flatten out the back, if not find the natural curve of the spine in the low back. Pull the shoulders back and lengthen through your crown, gently pointing to the chin or tucking the chin. Take one more breath in here and notice your belly, your low belly. Then exhale and fold forward. Okay, halfway lift one more time, and then we'll switch sides. Step your right foot back. Right foot back, lower the right knee. Low lunge. Hands to floor on either side of your foot or your blocks or props next to you, and then lift up. Breathe here. Full deep breathing. You might notice how easy it is to not breathe, and sort of how that there's at times, for many practitioners, a tendency to hold the breath. So just invite awareness to that and become curious. What's that about? And then the question can become, can I breathe here? If I actually can't breathe into this shape, what's that telling me? Maybe, is it too much? Too much, too soon, too fast? So maybe back off a little bit. Or the other end of the spectrum, is there room to actually lean in to your direct experience and to the sensations happening? This sensational experience, can you breathe into it and exhale maybe the intensity? Take one more deep breath in and an exhale. Release the posture. Let's frame the front foot with your two hands, straighten the back leg, and then this time let's step it back. Downward facing dog. Maybe you come into child's pose instead. That's more accessible or feeling better for you. So I want to invite one rinsing out here. Inhale forward to plank pose, plank push-up. Exhale, lower. For some of you might have practiced yoga before. You can lower all the way down or halfway down. That would be Chaturanga Dandasana. And inhale for Cobra pose or upward facing dog, where the knees and the pelvis are up off the mat. For 3, can you breathe here? Deep inhales. 2, and 1. Back to child's pose or downward facing dog. And then we'll step or hop through to a seat. We'll cross the legs. Find your seat. Maybe you're sitting on your block or your rolled up cushion, rolled up blanket or cushion. Eyes closed, finding your meditative seat. Now we take the opportunity here to let go of all that effort. With your eyes closed or a soft gaze just in front, return to the focal point of your breathing, the sensational area at the back of your nose as you inhale, exhale. It's a particular focal point that can help the mind concentrate on that very sensational area, right at the top and back of the nose, the nasopharynx. Softening through the belly, soften the muscles of the face, the jaw, your scalp, and allow the shoulders to roll down away from the ears. A relaxed but alert seat here. Notice the buzz, the aliveness, maybe sensations tingling through your body from the brief movement practice, some of those postures. Clear, smooth breath. To give a little bit more structure for this practice, breathing and into your meditation, I'll offer an equal, it's called samavriti in yoga, equal action, equal parts. Inhale matched with the exhale. So a little guidance here. Let's take one clearing breath in. Fill your lungs to your comfortable peak. And then a clearing breath out. Okay, let's inhale. Just keep it simple. Inhale for a count of 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Comfortable peak. Gentle pause at the top, and exhale for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. A gentle pause at the bottom, and then inhale for a count of 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Gentle pause, and exhale 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. A gentle pause at the bottom. Notice the bottom of the breath, and then inhale once again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inviting you to take 3 more rounds on your own at home. Perhaps you maintain the counting if that's supportive for you. Perhaps you intuitively let go of the counting and just maintain that equal parts inhale, exhale as a technique to support your nervous system and as a technique to sharpen mental concentration and focus. It's one of the most accessible breathing techniques from the school of yoga. Samavriti. You can do this anywhere, anytime, on the bus, at a red light in your car, driving. Your next exhale, just releasing the breath technique, and just allow your breath to return to its own natural, intelligent breathing rhythm. Soften the effort and drop into the experience of ease here for the next few moments. Soft belly, soft face, feeling the support of the earth beneath your seat. Connecting with the quality of ease and this dynamic stillness, this stilling quality as you choose to be still. And just turning your attention gently towards just the natural breathing, the stillness of your breath. And returning to the stillness of your body, the stillness of your breath in a compassionate way, a sort of unconditional friendliness. continuing, just be with and cultivating that environment for you. Your outer environment, but your inner environment as well. As you attend to yourself and your nervous system turning towards, turning inwards, and to be with. So if you do have the space to further prolong your meditation, I want to encourage you to do that. Settle and to ground into your own personal technique that is informed by your breathing and the natural dimension of your nervous system that brings ease into the system, restoration. And thank you for being here and giving yourself the gift of presence, really. Take good care of yourself and look forward to seeing you again soon, tomorrow, if you're tuning in.